Lesson 34, Lazarus raised from the dead. Yes, our God has the power to raise the dead. Jesus was near the Jordan River, and his good friend Mary and Martha and Lazarus, they were in a town called Bethany, and they sent word that Lazarus was very sick. And when Jesus received the message, he said, "This sickness is not going to end in death, but for the glory of God, so that the Son of God may be glorified." And he stayed 2 days longer. You see, he had a plan in place. After he said to the disciples, "Let's go to Judea again." Just before they left Bethany, Jesus told his disciples that Lazarus had died. And when they arrived in Bethany, Lazarus had been in the grave for 4 days. The two sisters were just so distraught. Martha said, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would still be alive." And Jesus said, "Your brother will rise again. Yes, he'll live in heaven after the resurrection of the dead. I am the resurrection of life." So a person who trusts God will never die. Do you believe that? You know, they took Jesus to the grave and they rolled the stone away. And even though Lazarus had been in there for 4 days, many people were just crying and overtaken with grief. And Jesus himself cried for his friend. He sympathized with them. He hurts when we hurt. He's sad when we're sad. Jesus said, "Lazarus, come forth out of the tomb." And he did. Therefore, many of the Jews who came to see Mary and what he had done, they believed him that day. So you see, we serve a God who has the power to raise the dead. What does this tell us about Jesus? What are we learning about Jesus? It's so exciting.